Alrighty guys, welcome to another awesome coaster fight. Today I will be comparing two amazing Intamin roller coasters. These are my top two Intamin roller coasters. So, to my left we have Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion. To my right we have Skyrush at Hershey Park. Also right now I'm really tired as well. I just came back from SeaWorld Orlando, as you can tell from the shirt I was wearing at SeaWorld, Dollywood shirt, lightning rod. So I have a bunch of different categories I'm going to compare these two coasters off. And since I'm starting a new format for most of my videos, I have decided to take away a few categories and not make it based off of like the stats, like all the categories. Like I'm just like, for let's say like which coaster's tall, I'll just give the point to that coaster, just to make things easier. So that will be the new rule from now on. So, without further ado, let's get started here. So first up, we're going to start with the height category. And Skyrush sits at a height of 212 feet. However, Intimidator 305, I don't even need to tell you how tall it is. It's literally in the name. It is 305 feet tall. So naturally, we are going to give the point to Intimidator 305 here.
I just looked out.
Next up is the drop category, and this is not based off of how tall it is, this is based off of how good the drop is. I think both drops are very incredible. What I love about Skyrush is that Skyrush drop, you go down like nearby Comet, I think it's super cool, and you go down to like a little terrainy area, which I think is really cool. And then with Intimidator 305, the drop is just so big, and you go into like one of the most intense moments after the drop. So naturally, we're going to give the point to the better drop. So this time, this is very hard. Oh my gosh, this is a very hard category. But I think both drops are incredible, but I'm gonna give my point to Skyrush. So now the coasters are 1 and 1. Let's move on to the speed category. This is based off of which roller coaster is faster. And so Skyrush goes at a top speed of 75 miles per hour. But Intimidator 305 will get the point here for going 90 miles per hour. And let me tell you, on Intimidator 305, you can feel the speed. Same with Skyrush, but Intimidator 305, you can feel the speed no matter what. I rode, all I did Skyrush once because you know why, I didn't have much time at the park, but I did I-305 3 times. So, Intimidator 305 will get the point, period. Alright, now let's move on to the smoothness category. This is based off of how smooth these roller coasters are. And I gotta be completely blunt here. I didn't find like one coaster to be rougher than the other. I found that both coasters were equally smooth. So that is why I'm gonna give both coasters the point here. So, right now the score is 3-2. So, let's move on to the next category, which is going to be airtime. And by far, Skyrush just dominates this category. I-305 does not come close. Skyrush has some of the best airtime that I've ever experienced in a ride, period. The airtime you get is pretty insane. But with I-305, you do get some pretty good airtime, but I will admit there's one trim, but honestly, I didn't feel the trim. So right now the coasters are tied 3-3. Our next category is going to be why do you think these coasters are so great? The intensity. Let me tell you, these are legit the two most intense roller coasters I've ever experienced in my life. What I love about Skyrush, first off, it is super intense, especially when you're going through some of those turns, and then the airtime is so aggressive. And then after that first drop, let me tell you, man, I almost blacked out. I just gotta say that. But with I-305, it is like, I don't know, like it's so intense, especially during that first turn. Like that is like world class just for how insane it is. And then even after that, it just never like lets up. Like you still go through some like serious turns that pull some insane G's. I think both coasters are most intense, but I will be giving the point to I'm just kidding. Intimidator 305 will get the point here. I know I was trying to trick you guys. I was trying to, I feel like people have started typing in the comments like, how does guy think Skyrush is more intense than 305? I don't think it is. I have Intimidator 305 as a more intense coaster. So Let's get a point here for Intimidator 305. So now the coasters are, so now I-305 is higher than Skyrush, 4-3. Let's move on to the duration category, and I'm not judging it based off of like what the stats say. I'm judging it based off of what coaster I think is longer. Because, okay, so here's the thing here. I felt like Skyrush was over very quickly. Same with Intimidator 305. However, I did feel like Intimidator 305 felt a bit longer by like 10 seconds maybe, so that's why I'm giving Intimidator 305 the point here. Let's move on to the next category, which is pacing. And these coasters are both well paced. I think both have some incredible pacing. With Skyrush, I felt like towards the end of the ride, it kind of died down just a little bit. Same with I-305 though. However, Skyrush, I felt like the pacing went down even more. So I'm gonna give the point to I-305 for the pacing category. Next up is the theming category. And of course, I-305 has to get this category. Skyrush does not stand a chance. Skyrush, I don't know what the theme is for Skyrush. Like, there's basically no theming at all. I'm just gonna say that. It has no theming, and it's just, the theming, if there's a theme that's so bad, like, Skyrush basically, essentially is no theming. But I-305, you do have the Dale Earnhardt car outside, which I really like. And you also have, like, a whole picture of the ride layout. I think that's really cool. And then also, like, in the station, it says, like, right before you go up the lift hill, a voice comes on and says, "Gentlemen, start your engines." And it really gets you hyped up. Better than the Intimidator version. That one's so bad. But, yeah. I definitely think Intimidator 305 is very well themed. And also the car is kind of like a Dale Earnhardt's car, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Intimidator 305 will gain the point here. Next up is restraints. And I know, even though I like lap bars more than over-shoulder restraints, I'm still giving it to I-305. Now, everyone criticizes Skyrush's restraints. However, I didn't think they were that bad. Like I've said before, it kind of depends on your size and height, so I get that. But honestly, I had no problem with Skyrush's restraints. I didn't think they were too bad. It did hurt a little on the thighs, which is why I'm giving it to I-305, but still, it didn't bother me at all. But I-305, yes, it has over-the-shoulder restraints, but it's probably some of the best over-the-shoulder restraints I've ever experienced on a ride. It's the best restraints that you see on rides like Storm Runner, Fahrenheit. It's that kind of thing, and it's way better than like your plastic over-the-shoulder restraints that you would have in like King of Ka, Cheetah Hunt, etc., etc. So, yeah, let's get another point to Intimidator 305 then. So now the coaster fight, 7-3. Will Skyrush come back? Let's find out. So next up is the last category. Yeah, are we our last category? Yeah, we are. So, what I really like about I-305, yes, it's kind of out in the field, which, I mean, I don't know. I do like how I-305 is kind of out in the field. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that. It's okay setting. I do like how you kind of go over it just a little bit, like that, because it kind of goes underneath the coaster. I get like that, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just tired. So, and then with Skyrush, I really like how part of it's over water, which is why Skyrush is going to gain the point here. And that is going to end this coaster fight. Taking the lead is Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion. Listen, I think both roller coasters are absolutely incredible. I think Skyrush and I-305 are some of my favorite roller coasters of all time. I absolutely love both coasters so much. However, I-305 has gotten the crown, is the winner. However, and of course I do know, sometimes the coaster that wins is the one that I don't prefer as much. However, that's not the case this time. I do think I-305 is personally my #1 roller coaster overall. Skyrush, I do love it still. It's my #4, but I-305, man, I just love that thing so much. But that is going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future. Also, don't forget to check out Theme Park Guy Productions on Instagram for more updates and content. I'll see you guys next time. Have a theme-tacular day.